See, alright, so first and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash. We see the balance of person, Elohim, Agree, Musa, that rule of the teachers of person in truth. And we see how the teachers solely accurate, they push you with no truth and sincerity, day in and day out, and constantly in season and season, we see Shalom. And once again, going into a video here, and this is basically touching upon this, right? And this is an example of why we're not supposed to be trusting our enemies. But pretty simple, they would continue to believe that Elon Musk is a hero when it comes to technological breakthroughs or making what is called cybernetic men and so forth, right? How people watch Elon Musk is like he's Iron Man. You understand, right? Now going into this article here, see, so this was the first post here, right? It's a class report. It's a Kadyrov. Kadyrov, I believe I'm pronouncing his name correct, or most likely is I believe he's a Russian politician, right? Now, let me just do a quick. So let me go on Google search. It say is a Russian politician and current head of the what is Chechen Republic, right? So he's basically a Russian politician, right? And it says Elon Musk turned off his Cybertruck, right? And as you can see, it says him on his Cybertruck and Elon Musk turned it off. Now you already seen I believe earlier in the year, you saw who Elon Musk was rocking with, right? Those small hats. So obviously, these people fighting against each other, right? But what he did was turn off the truck. So and just imagine this truck, this Cybertruck is in Russia, Elon Musk in America, and he switched it off, right? He not able to use it, right? And this person shared the post, and there was like, is no one taking a moment that the same guy that wants to put implants in our brains was able to turn off a car. And I did a video earlier this week touching upon the Neuralink, which Neuralink is basically Elon Musk, right? And I was mentioning certain things. This is the reason why we're not supposed to be trusting these people. These people are our enemies, right? What makes you feel that a guy like him is going to help, is going to benefit, is helping you all, is trying to bring some revolutionary technology that could heal, that could make the blind see, and all this sort of stuff? What makes you think is that? I remember when I did the video earlier in the week, and I brought out the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 14, where it mentioned if he do good, the latter end he will declare his wickedness, right? And you're going to see the kind of wicked person these guys are. As I said before, you all believe that Elon Musk, when I hear people talk about Elon Musk, especially Jake, because when you watch Jake right now, all them Jakes in his Cybertruck, you're watching artists using his Cybertruck for the album covers, they're promoting it all over, right? Because they believe in Elon Musk, right? And just like that, he could switch off the Cybertruck anytime, and they wouldn't be able to use it. And just imagine, that is the same guy, or one of the main guys right now, that's promoting and telling people to become cyborgs, put chips inside of them and so forth. And he's doing it. He was recently FDA approved to do another one as well, which again I mentioned before. By now you're supposed to know who the FDA, who run the FDA, right? And just as this person says, no one taking a moment that the same guy that wants to put implants in our brains was able to turn off a car. Right, now let's bring the script here. This is the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 12, and I'll go read from verse 10. Right? It says, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. And that is just straight to the point. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. And these people are our enemies, right? Esau is our enemies. What makes you think that he is bringing something that's going to benefit you all, right? Just like that, he turned off his Cybertruck. What makes you feel he implanting brain chips and so forth? What do you feel it is he going to do with that? Right? What do you feel it is he going to do? So it say, never trust thine enemy, For like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. And iron does always rust. Right? There's always rust. You could cover, as I always say, you could take adhesive paint, right? And paint iron, right? And it would still rust. So you feel you feel these people wickedness gone? No. No. That's what you kind of things Elon Musk is talking about right now. And he's basically speaking out against Jake, right? And you really feel with this technology he's bringing, which is the implants, right? You really feel it's to benefit you all? Nah. Just like this person say, I wouldn't get a brain implant from the guy that had to be told multiple times why the wiper blades couldn't be replaced with lasers. Yeah, and those are the kind of guys you're dealing with. This person mark, if you can turn brain waves to radio waves, it's only a matter of time before someone reverse engineers it to turn radio waves to brain waves, and they already done that. This person mark, well the people that want a Neuralink implant, right, hazardly jammed into their skulls, already don't have to worry about their brains being turned off. Which is going into he's going into how the statement that he's made in here is going into how the test subjects that Elon Musk used was guys that were paralyzed and so forth. You know, they had certain problems, but I just want to say something. These people believe that those two guys are the first. No, there are many more people that are chipped right now. There's something you all don't know, right? So continuing in the book of Ecclesiastes, it say, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust had not been altogether wiped away. Right? Be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust had not been altogether wiped away. Right? And it says, set him not by thee, lest when he had overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou at the last, remember my words and be pricked therewith. They say, who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as cometh nigh wild beasts? And he wouldn't pity as a person that is going to the scripture say, you wouldn't pity a charmer that is bitten by a serpent, because why? He dealing with something that is known to bite people. Why pity him? So why feel pity for these people that are turning to, they believe in Elon Musk, believing in his technology, right? Why have pity for them? Because they know they're going to deal with what the enemies, especially Jake. Well, totally Jake on the whole, right? It says, so one not go to a sinner and is defiled with him in a sense, who will pity, right? It says, for a while he will abide with thee, but if thou begin to fall, he will not tarry. An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. And these guys are our enemies. Why would we trust something that they're bringing? The track record over the years has always been that scriptures talk about that perpetual hatred that they have, that everlasting hatred, and that is what they have for us. Everything they bring is not to benefit you, right? Just like through the years, what it was again, I believe it was, and I could be wrong, I could be mixing up the stuff, but there was a time when some Jakes went to get injections, and they were injected with I think it was was it syphilis or something along those lines? They were injected with, right? And many other times that happened throughout history. And why even they're showing you that these guys are our enemies, and the scripture say, never trust thine enemy. So it say, An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. And if you watch the things that Elon Musk, like when he talking about his Neuralinks, or he talking about the RFID chip, or he talking about the chips that he's bringing, or other companies he's bringing, you see how nice he making it seem. Like if you go and look up, if you go and read the article that the Neuralink has been approved to bring something called what is blind spot, right? It's to make blind people see. He mentioned that they will be able to see infrared, or they will be able to see way beyond what the human eye could comprehend. So you see them, they speak sweetly. Yeah, they go heal. You could be able to walk. You'll be able to do this and so forth. But as stated in scripture, but in his heart he imagined how to throw thee into a pit, and that is the main thing about it, right? It's he will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first, and though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. That is just the way it is. What are you going to expect from an enemy, right? Hey, and we don't know. According to the scriptures, there are people that are going to rush to take his Neuralink. They're going to take it, especially Jake. You see how they rush to buy his trucks, his cyber trucks, and just like that, he could shut it down any way you want. That you yourself can't even use it, right? Let's say he will shake his head and clap his hand and whisper much and change his countenance, right? So yeah, but going back to the verse 10, it says, never trust thine enemy, right? For like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. And this is an example of it. Just like that, he shut down that truck. And he can do that with any cyber truck anywhere in the world, or whoever has it. So imagine if you could shut it down, imagine what they could do again with the cyber truck, right? And imagine what they're going to do with these implants that they're putting inside of people's head, right? So again, hey, you trust the enemy? You trust the enemy? It's only one thing you're going to get from it, right? So with that, we give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yehoshai, Ba'ashem Kakodash. We said about our personal elders agreements and the rule where the teachers our personal shoot, and we say salutations for the accomplishment of truth and sincerity, day in and day out in the country, in season and season, we say Shalom.